Howdy, howdy, folks. It is Diecastbuffet here again. Welcome back to our Nascar Diecast review, and today we have the 2022 infamous Pocono paint scheme that Kurt Busch drove, the McDonald's 45 Toyota Camry. He came off turn 3, spun out, and backed it into the wall, and unfortunately, it shortened his Cup Series career. And he set out for the rest of the year. Ty Gibbs would race the next day, making his Cup Series debut. We've seen Nemechek drive this car. We've seen Bubba Wallace win at Kansas of the 45 car, which is really bittersweet because that would have been a playoff race. Kurt Busch could have had a serious shot at winning the championship, considering how consistent that 45 car was at 1.5 miles. But without further ado, let's go and check it out. Alrighty, folks. Of course, this diecast comes on a base because apparently it's permanent. And until the end of time, it'll never come off the base because apparently that's a thing. But, you know, knowing me, I can get this thing off the base really quickly. But anyways, let's go and dive into this review. Of course, pick this one up from our friends over there at Circle B Diecast. It might still be in stock. I have no idea. This could be a paint scheme a lot of people want one day because of the Pocono incident, but who knows? And of course, if you want to, save on shipping, guys, you can check out that promo code down below. And hey, man, save you on shipping, and hey, you might be able to get you an extra diecast with those extra savings. Let's go ahead and dive into this one. So you got Kurt Busch right there in the front windscreen. You got the really nice looking shade of red. Some of these McDonald's cars have been hit or miss. A lot of the McMurray ones, I'll be honest with you, I was not a fan of. I feel like some of the Kyle Larson ones were hit or miss at times. And this one, I just feel like they went back to the basics, and it actually works. Like, it actually looks good. A lot of red, a lot of white. Keep it stupid simple. It's got the giant M right there. Or is it W for Wumbo? Who knows? Shout out to OBB. Camry, 45, Sudoku. It's a nice front end of the car. You have the yellow canards, the white canards, and then you have the very bright red. Go to the left side of the diecast. And if you're wondering why do they put these things on a base, McDonald's wants their diecast on a base, which is asinine to me because I remember they used to put Hot Wheels diecast, NASCAR diecast, and Happy Meal toys, like the little plastic joints. It beats me. I got McDonald's right there. This is a pretty creative way to use your marketing on your car because you have the wording there, yes, but you also have a whole lot of real estate that would have been left open. And what do? They put the McDonald's logo there, the giant M or the W for Wumbo. The American Ethanol ring, got the Jordan Jumpman there. Got Kurt Busch. Your race win sticker from the Kansas race, which I need to get that diecast. That Kansas Jordan car is hot, yo. That's a cool looking car. Toyota, Mobile One, Mac Tools, 2311 Racing. You got Goodyear. We have a Goodyear on there. Cup Series upkit because the A is botched. Actually looks like an I. It's like Goodyear. I don't even know. 45 there. I go to the back end of the car. I got McDonald's, Toyota. That's like a pretty cool back end there. It's got like a giant Toyota logo. And to be honest with you, I kind of like it. It's just, I don't know, it looks cool. 45 there. I like the white Camry with the red backgrounds. With the right side of the diecast here, we actually got a proper Goodyear decal, which is very, very cool. Of course, the black panels of the car are supposed to have the Monster Energy logo, which I can add that easily. So, no harm, no foul. And it's a pretty nice paint scheme. Like this, out of all the McDonald's cars, is definitely one of my favorite ones out there. Got the 45 right there on the roof, and you got these, the double logos here, because apparently just putting one solid logo is frowned upon. Kurt Busch there, and then we just have a random plain trunk, because we totally don't know the real sponsor that goes there, and, it's not like we can totally put our own logos there to fulfill it, but that's besides the point. Oh, boy. So, Pocono 2022, they only had one race there, right? First time in probably since the track's inception, they only had one race there. Actually, a little fun fact there, apparently back in the 80s, Pocono used to be a pay-per-view track. Crazy, right? But anyways, Pocono 2022 is going to be remembered for a lot of different things. It's going to be remembered also, number one, for Mr. 45, Kurt Busch, crashing out, or, hitting the wall enough to, cause a concussion or whatever. That's going to be a big memory in everyone's mind, because I know where I was sitting or standing whenever I seen that. Ty Gibbs makes his Cup Series debut. If Ty Gibbs races 20 years from now, they're always going to go back to your first career Cup start. They always do. Don't matter if you're a bust or a Cup champion. They always do. They're going to remember Pocono 2022, right? He actually did a very good job, kept the car clean. And then the third reason they're going to remember this Pocono race, it was the first time, I want to say since the 60s or the early 70s, that they actually stripped a driver of the win, which was Denny Hamlin. He got stripped of the win. Went to Kyle Busch. They stripped him of second place, and they give it to Chase Elliott. One of the, that right there, that moment will outlive probably every single thing that happened this year except for Ross Chastain's wall ride. Because they'll go back in the NASCAR history books 30 years from now, and they'll say, what was the first time or one of the first times they ever stripped a win? And they'll go back to Pocono 2022. So my point is that the Pocono 22 race is going to be remembered for a super long time because of the accident, the debut, and the controversy. So it was a crazy race. It really was. Also, the windshield's a little bit pushed in there, which is kind of unfortunate. But you could actually fix that probably. I could probably do this and see. Look at that. Bam! We actually kind of fixed it. Look at that. The trick is you want to take the point of the tweezer and you want to hit it behind the window banner so you don't see the scratch. You just gently push it. Because if you do it in the middle, you're going to see a giant scratch. But if you do it right there, you won't see it. So there we go. Fixed it. But if it's on the other side, you might be screwed because you got a window panel there. But anyways, I'm getting off track, guys. My point is, this is a very interesting paint scheme. It's going to be remembered for all the wrong reasons. But I will say, since this is a McDonald's car, you know how they are. They get butthurt about, not having a plastic base on there. They're never going to put another one of these in the Authentics line probably to the end of time. Okay? So if they're not willing to put this in the Authentics line, your only way to get it is in the Gold Series. So if you're a diehard Kurt Busch fan, if you just love 2311 racing, you love NASCAR history, you better get this paint scheme while you can. I would not be surprised in the slightest. This is a hard car to get years from now because, well, it's on a base. They're not going to make an Authentics one, and it has that history of the crash at Pocono, which some people are going to make that raced version of it. So that's going to deplete some of the overall production numbers. Anytime you have a paint scheme that has a significant win, a crash, whatever it be, like Ryan Newman's 2020 Daytona wreck. That was Authentics exclusive. A crap load of them. I'd probably say probably like 10, maybe to 15% of the overall production of them probably got made into customs almost. Maybe that's a little bit of a high number. But a crap load of them were turned into crash customs. So that depleted the market badly on that car. The Kosh, the coat, whatever they call it, paint scheme. So yeah, I would pick this one up. It could get rare down the road. It could be overproduced till the cows come home. Who really knows? Anyways, that's all for now. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Diecastbuffet. Signing off.